we're just two different people, but everything else is good. But then this was making me feel a type of way, and it was making her feel a type of way. Because then we used to get into arguments. You make it seem like I don't love you, and I'm like, no, it's not that. I just don't know how to present this. I have no network. I have no leadership. I have nobody helping me just present certain things. And this is fast forwarding. I'm presenting it better now. But she started looking into some stuff, and she was just like bringing more things to the table. And I was like, where the hell did you learn that? And I was like, that's amazing. And I was just like, the fact that you wanted to, like, even like enhance certain skills and not just be like, well, this is all I have and this is who I am and stuff like that. I felt it was really cool, just enhancing our intimacy and her actually trying new things, setting better intentions. Because we both, like I said, we didn't have like that help and support. So it was just like whatever we wanted to figure out, we had to figure out together, or like just we had to take the steps to learn. So I just felt it was cool. We was working with each other, but then she just started, surprising me because, she was like, hey, I know you like this little fetish. So I'm like, oh, you got that fetish? Oh, you want that? Like for me? So it was just like, it was just like that. That was cool. Then it was just like, we're learning and growing, but I felt like the biggest surprise was like, I didn't know. And she was just like, doing her own investing into her own time, into learning and stuff like that to make us have a better connection intimately. And then it was like, investing into stuff. I just thought that was very like awesome. I thought that was like a surprise because I wasn't divorcing her. I was just going to kind of maybe just change my expectation a little bit and kind of just hope for progression. But she was just like, no, like, we're in this together. And, I can see how I can like this more. And I'm like, okay, well, I support you.
But you know what's interesting though? What you're saying is a thing about being vulnerable. On both parts. On both parts.
Yeah.
And you can be with someone for a long time, and yet you guys may not fully be vulnerable with each other. You're not telling, hey, I like when you pour strawberry on my left toe. Like you're too scared to just, say it. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you want, but you're afraid to be judged, and it takes people a long time to get to that. So I think that's amazing because I think there's a lot of marriages out there right now that probably are struggling with that, just learning how to be vulnerable with each other on those levels. Because you may be vulnerable with your feelings in terms of when you're hurt, but then to be vulnerable in terms of in your sexual desires, people don't view that as important as some people do. So
and it's vulnerable on your part, Simone, because you received what he was saying, even though he didn't know how to present it. You received it and still figured it out. Tried to find ways to work with it. So that's amazing.
Yeah, instead of shutting down. Like, you could have just shut down and then y'all both would have just been in therapy yelling at each other. She don't like strawberry jelly on her, and I love it. Yeah,
well, that's because I like grape and he ain't listening.
So it's a good. That's dope that you guys were able to get to that point. That's amazing.